Hello, this is Ken Sylvester with the Believe Me movement. Tomorrow, our podcast is about breast cancer. The story is told by Sapphire, a survivor, and the choices and decisions she makes when confronted with breast cancer. Sapphire points out there were many choices that were offered. She understood that she had the freedom and power to make her own decisions. One of her regrets was not listening to advice of health officials that the earliest way to term detection was by self-examination that she had been taught. As many women now know the importance of early detection. Regular mammograms can provide early detection. She talked about the difficulties explaining to her teenage daughters and to her ex-husband. Her ex-husband had recently been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. He was not expected to live much longer. She decided then that her two teenage daughters needed to spend more time right now with their dad. She was still at the early stages, and the importance of making sure her two teenage daughters did spend time with their dad. She decided to take a positive approach. As she explained to us during the podcast, you take your pain, take your lessons, take all the messy, raw, unfiltered parts of your journey, and turn it into power, into wisdom, into purpose. The past shaped you but did not define you. Your story isn't over. You're just getting started. Fortunately, she was only at stage 1, which gave her more choices. One choice was she was able to choose surgery. She chose that option. She felt empowered that she was able to make her own decisions despite pressure put on by her oncologist. She goes on to tell her story, an incredible, sad, but happy ending to the story. She goes on to explain the many choices she was given and why she made the choices that she did make. Sapphire, this is one very brave woman who continued to use her power of positive thinking in making her decisions and willing to share her story so it might help others. She goes on to tell there still were many difficult days occurred during this extraordinary journey, but she felt empowered because they were her choices. One piece of advice that she was adamant about was advising women that it was up to them to make these choices. Further advising women, as our health officials do, the importance of early detection, starting with self-examination, which most women are taught at a young age, and to get mammograms on a regular basis suggested by health officials. This heartfelt story touched me on a very personal level. My daughter Amber passed away from breast cancer 9 years ago. Her diagnosis had come too late. So I agree with Sapphire. Please do what she advises and all health officials do, starting with self-examination and regular mammograms. This has been Ken Sylvester with the Believe Me movement. Tune in tomorrow, Friday, May 23rd at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It will be posted on our YouTube channel, Facebook, and other social media sources. This is one podcast you need to hear. Don't miss out on Sapphire's extraordinary, difficult journey. The life you save by listening may be your own. Over and out.